I had a lot of friends just pointing me in the general direction of tattooing because they knew my background and my history of art. I've always had art my whole life. I was airbrushing, graffitiing, drawing with pencils, charcoal, just about anything that I could do with art, I was doing it. Everybody was just telling me that I had to do tattooing. That was the next step. Yeah, I just try to be an all-around artist just because I don't like to refuse anything that walks through the door. I like to take on anything that comes. That's the difference between me and a lot of artists now. A lot of people are just stuck in what they do. They don't want to take that jump and do a portrait or do a cover-up or do different genres of tattoos, you know? Some people are like, all right, I'm gonna be in the Oriental theme, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna do realistic and that's all I'm gonna know how to do, or new school, but I try to do a little bit of everything. So my very first tattoo was on a very close friend of mine, actually. His name is Miguel Plaza. Um, my very first tattoo on him was it was a Puerto Rican flag, actually. A lot of people from town are just really into their roots, so that was my very first tattoo. That tattoo there, it nearly wiped away the whole stencil when I first started on him, so that was a pretty awkward experience to begin breaking into tattooing. The best thing you could do is think about what you're getting done. You know what I mean? Make sure you love it. Maybe even have that idea set aside for a year. You know what I'm saying? And look at it and make sure that's exactly what you want. You know what I mean? Because again, there's tattoo removal, there's stuff like that, but you want to just keep that on your body and not have it go anywhere. You know what I mean? Keep the artist in your limits. Like, know what you want and see that they specialize in that. If they specialize in that, I say go with it. You know what I mean? If they can't provide a photo or something where it's falling in the guidelines of what you want, you probably shouldn't go to that person. Or if they're not booked up for a couple months, you probably wouldn't want to go to that person either. You know what I mean? That's like going into an empty restaurant. I feel like I'm growing every day. I try to just intertwine black and gray with color work all the time. I don't try to stay on one thing. Um, Again, I'm always just trying to peak. I'm always trying to have clients bring me something that sparks the mind, makes me get in the zone a little bit more than I would have to for a basic piece. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of basic stuff that you do every day, like roses. I could do that probably with my eyes closed. But a portrait, for example, that really needs to sharpen the mind. You really need to sit there, read the image for what it is. You make one mistake, that portrait could look like shit. You know what I mean? So it's just best to just keep getting challenges along the way, just so that you could spark the mind, like I said. You can look me up on Instagram. My name on Instagram is Vic Sosa Inc. And you could also check me out at East Coast Tattoos in Salem, New Hampshire. I've been tattooing there for about 2 years now. That's probably the best place to find me if you want to get some work done.